Hey, welcome to Miss Andrea's Storytime. Hey, welcome back to Miss Andrea's Storytime. Today I have a book by an author that I absolutely love, Jacqueline Woodson. Today's book is called Eachkindness, and the illustrations are by E.B. Lewis. All right. So when we look at the cover page, we see it looks like a young girl who is just kind of out looking over like a lake or a pond. All right, but when we think about this title, Each Kindness, right, we're really thinking about what does this word kind mean, right? When we think about kindness, we think about people that are being nice, right? It's the opposite of being mean and nasty to people. All right, so we really want to think about like, what's kindness have to do with it all? All right, let's get started. That winter, snow fell on everything, turning the world a brilliant white. Looks like we see a school right here, giving us a little information about the setting. One morning, as we settled into our seats, the classroom door opened and the principal came in. She had a girl with her, and she said to us, "This is Maya." Maya looked down at the floor. I think I heard her whisper, "Hello?" We all stared at her. Her coat was open and the clothes beneath it looked old and ragged. Her shoes were spring shoes, not meant for the snow. The strap on one of them had broken. Our teacher, Miss Albert, said, "Say good morning to our new student." But most of us were silent. The only empty seat was next to me. That's where our teacher put Maya. And on the first day, Maya turned to me and smiled. But I didn't smile back. I moved my chair, myself, and my books a little farther away from her. When she looked my way, I turned to the window and stared out at the snow. And every day after that, when Maya came into the classroom, I looked away and didn't smile back. Seems like the complete opposite of our title, right? She's not being kind at all. I'm sure that sucks for Maya too, because she's a new kid at school. When you're a new kid, I'm pretty sure you just want to make some friends. So for you to smile at someone and for them not to smile back, I'm sure that doesn't feel good. My best friends that year were Kendra and Sophie. At lunchtime, we walked around the schoolyard, our fingers laced together, whispering secrets into each other's ears. It looks like this. It's our narrator and her friends. Kind of have their own little crew, almost like a clique. One day, while we were near the slide, Maya came over to us. She held open her hand to show us the shiny jacks and tiny red ball she'd gotten for her birthday. "It's a high bouncer," she said, but none of us wanted to play. So Maya played a game against herself. Again, we can see she keeps trying to be kind to these ladies, but they won't let her into their clique. That afternoon, when we got back into the classroom, Maya whispered to me, "Bet you can't guess who the new Jack's champion of the world is." Behind me, Andrew whispered, "Chloe's got a new friend. Chloe's got a new friend." "She's not my friend," I whispered back. Oof. It's almost like she doesn't even want to be caught hanging around her. The weeks passed. Every day we whispered about Maya, laughed at her clothes, her shoes, the strange food she brought for lunch. Some days, Maya held out her hand to show us what she had brought to school. A deck of cards, pickup sticks, a small tattered doll. Whenever she asked us to play, we said no. Pretty sure Maya's feeling lonely. The days grew warmer and warmer. The pond thawed. Grass began growing where snow had once been. One day, Maya came to school wearing a pretty dress and fancy shoes. But the shoes and the dress looked like they'd belonged to another girl before Maya. Right? When the book first started, it was snowing outside. Now we can see that it's warmed up. But still, we won't hang out with Maya. I have a new name for her, Kendra whispered. Never knew. Everything she has came from a secondhand store. We all laughed. Maya stood by the fence. She was holding a jump rope, but did not come over to ask us if we wanted to play. After a while, she folded a double, rolled the ends around each hand, and started jumping. She jumped around the whole schoolyard without stopping. She didn't look up once. She just jumped, jumped, jumped. Surprised that she didn't ask the girls if they wanted to jump rope with her or hang out with her. That was something she would normally do. So we can see that maybe something has changed within Maya. The next day, Maya's seat was empty. In class that morning, we were talking about kindness. Miss Albert had brought a big bowl into class and filled it with water. We all gathered around her desk and watched her drop a small stone into it. Tiny waves rippled out away from the stone. This is what kindness does, Miss Albert said. Each little thing we do goes out like a ripple into the world. It's kind of cool, the idea that you can just say something nice to someone and it'll spread out into the world. Sure, that would feel good. Then Miss Albert let us each drop the stone in as we told her what kind things we had done. Joseph had held the door for his grandmother. Kendra helped change her baby brother's diaper. Even mean old Andrew had done something. I carried teacher's books up the stairs, he said, and Miss Albert said it was true. I stood there, holding Miss Albert's rock in my hand, silent. Even small things count, Miss Albert said gently, but I couldn't think of anything and passed the stone on. Maya didn't come to school the next day or the day after that. Each morning, I walked to school slowly, hoping this would be the day Maya returned and she'd look at me and smile. I promised myself this would be the day. I smiled back. Each kindness, Miss Albert had said, makes the whole world a little bit better. Looky here. Chloe has finally realized the error of her ways, right? All of a sudden, she's wishing that she had been a little bit kinder to Maya. She's kind of having some regrets. But Maya's seat remained empty, and one day, Miss Albert announced to the class that Maya wouldn't be coming back. Her family had moved away, Miss Albert said. Then she told us to take out our notebooks. It was time for spelling. That afternoon, I walked home alone. When I reached the pond, my throat filled with all the things I wished I would have said to Maya. Each kindness I had never shown. I threw small stones into it over and over, watching the way the water rippled out and away, out and away. Like each kindness done and not done. Like every girl somewhere holding a small gift out to someone, and that someone turning away from it. The thing about it is, Maya may not have had the cleanest, the nicest, and the freshest clothes, but one thing that Maya did have was a kind heart. She was always nice to these girls and her other classmates. But is that something that Chloe can say about herself? Not really. I watched the water ripple as the sun set through the maples, and the chance of a kindness with Maya became more and more forever gone. The end. By the end of the story, Chloe realized something. She realized that she had made a mistake, and she regretted it, right? Because when you know better, you want to do better. And she realized that she had not been being a good person. She had not been being kind and spreading kindness out into the world. And she really wished that she could go back and actually make things right with Maya. But sometimes in life, you're not going to get that second opportunity to make things right with someone. So you have to take whatever lessons you learn and you have to remember to apply them in the future. So that's what Chloe has to do. And we can tell by the way that she was impacted by just knowing that she wasn't kind to Maya, that she's going to be a much better person in the world. So I want you to remember that when you go out into the world and you meet people that may be different from you or may not have the appearance that you expect that they should have, don't judge people. Be kind. Spread love. All right, guys. Thank you for listening. See you next time.